Hi everybody. Just thought I would give you a little update as to how I'm doing. Let's see, let me get so I'm in decent light here and not like, all washed out and weird. I am about 5.5 months out now from my duodenal switch surgery. I have lost 96 pounds. I started out the day of the seminar at 367 pounds. I am now at 261. The day of surgery I was 355. So, I've lost quite a bit. I'm over 100 pounds lost since the seminar. But I am about, like I said, 96 pounds down since surgery. I'm in that phase now where I was warned that I'm going to feel really crappy for a while. And it is. I do. I feel like shit. I'm alternating between constipated and not as in the worst stomach issues ever. And it's weird because I'm trying to avoid fats like the plague, and I think I've got all the fat off a piece of meat, or I think I've got a lean cut of, ground of hamburger or something, and I get sick. But at the same time, what I know is fatty doesn't make me sick. So it's kind of a Russian roulette of fat, basically what's going to bother me today. The worst part is that when before my surgery, I had IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, and it was terrible. That was not uncommon for me to be in the bathroom with horrendous diarrhea like 6 or 7 times a day, every day, all year long. Didn't matter what I ate, didn't matter the temperature, didn't matter anything. And I eventually discovered that it was fat, but I liked it so much I just kept eating it and accepted the consequences. Because I've negated the fat out of my diet, the trigger that was the trigger for the IBS, I don't have that problem anymore. But prior to my surgery, I never experienced constipation, and I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate when I can't go. It hurts. I'm miserable. I feel like I've got, a little alien about ready to pop out of my ass. It's terrible. I don't like it. However, I'm a little apprehensive to take, like, Correctol or anything like that because I don't know if I can take it. I go back to the surgeon's office second week of next month. So I should know then if I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I need to add iron, or if I need to add a probiotic or something like that. There are problem areas of my body too, like right here I'm getting a lot of extra skin, and my arms I have a lot of extra skin, and my stomach, what's known as the apron, I've got that going on. Although every part of me is getting smaller, including the extra skin, it's still there. But I knew it, I accepted it. The weird thing for me is for people who saw me 2 weeks ago but haven't seen me since, suddenly now I've changed because I've lost another 10 pounds, and it floors people. It does it to me too. I'll go and I'll pass a mirror. When did that happen? When did I, get this or that? Or my hair is falling out. I've been braiding it more and more because it's easier to hide the bald. I don't have any bald parts of my scalp, but my hair is definitely thinning. Exercising is getting much easier, but I'm having problems with my joints. I've had osteoarthritis for a really long time because I carried the extra weight. And so I had this problem with my right foot last week when I was at the gym, and I was on the hill, incline. It would go up and then down and then up and then down. And I was up at like 4 miles an hour. And I wasn't even at my goal heart rate, but I was really working out. I was sweating like a pig, and I was feeling really good. And then like halfway through the treadmill circuit, my foot just said, "Screw you." My right foot, it hurt. I didn't know why. It felt like I had another callus back on my foot, and I had just seen the podiatrist, so I knew that couldn't be the reason. And I get home, and I had this giant black spot on the bottom of my foot where the callus was. And at first we thought, okay, well, it's a blood blister. Well, then we've discovered it was a bruise. Well, why did I get a bruise? The only thing that I can figure is that because between 3.9 and like 5 miles an hour, the way your foot works on the treadmill or on the ground is different. The physics of it is different. The mechanics of it is different. So I was trying to walk when I should have been running. I'm not comfortable running on the treadmill yet. I'm clumsy. And I will kill myself if I'm trying to run on a goddamn treadmill. So I have had to, on the hill, I have had to up the incline and lower the speed. And today I got up to, didn't even come close to goal, barely broke a sweat, was not breathing heavy. But at least I know I did it. I was still within fat burn. I just wasn't at the goal heart rate. So again, I have not had a problem with my back since the surgery. Well, since I started walking and stuff, and particularly since I started going to the gym, no more back problems. But then I woke up the other day with this weird ankle thing. I'm wondering if I didn't have a brief flare of gout. I had a problem with it before the surgery, but again, I haven't taken my allopurinol, which is the preventative medicine, since the surgery, and I had the ankle pain for one day, woke up the next day, it was still there. It had migrated to the top of my foot, same foot as the bruise. And so I called my doctor, made an appointment, but now I'm thinking, because it doesn't hurt anymore, but I'm thinking I'm going to keep it just to be sure and then have them look at the thing on the bottom of my foot. My elbow is ridiculous. It still hurts. I can't grip anything, even when I'm wearing the brace. The doctor prescribed lidocaine patches, but because of my insurance, it requires a prior authorization. And so a friend of mine at work rescued me and gave me 6 patches. And these patches are like 3 inches by 6 inches. I mean, they're huge. And I only need like, this much for my elbow. So, I mean, and it does help. You wear it for 12, take it off for 12. Wear it for 12, take it off for 12. The problem is I'm developing a rash. And I can't take the level of ibuprofen that I would take before the surgery to help it, because I can't take, I mean, I can take ibuprofen, but I can't take it in that amount. And so I'm kind of in a catch-22. So I start physical therapy next month. And I do that for a month. And then if that doesn't help, then I have to go in for a cortisone shot and see if that helps. But the problem with the elbow pain is it's inhibiting my workouts for my upper body. Because, the dumbbell curls and that sort of thing. I have to force myself to do it, but I have to work through the pain. And the pain is intense. Like I said, my left arm, being left-handed, this is a problem, is pretty much useless when it's really bad. I've also been having some really hard emotional problems lately. My dad died in November, and then Lee's dad died in December, and then my mom moved in at the end of December, and then my surgery was the very beginning of January, and then it's just been about recovering and acclimating and getting the weight off and doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I've not had any time to just grieve, to just lock myself in a room, stare at a corner and cry. There's no time. And I really, even though it helped me in the beginning to take control of everything and do everything myself and make all the arrangements and deal with the burial and all of that and deal with the funeral home and all of that sort of stuff, I realized we had a garage sale a couple weekends ago, and a lot of the stuff that was up for sale was my dad's, clothes and other random crap that I didn't have a need for. Even though I would want to hold on to it, I didn't have a need. And the outcome of that was that I didn't want these people touching my stuff. I didn't want these strangers messing with my dad's shit. And I just lost my crap. I was on Chantix again for a while, and it made me really angry. And I thought that was why I was angry. So I took myself off the Chantix because I was like raging she-monster bitch. It was awful. I was like going into homicidal rages. It was awful. No patience, no fuse. Like before my divorce, I was that angry again. And when I got off the Chantix, then of course the psychological cravings for cigarettes kicked in again. And this fight within myself for me to deal with the loss of my dad and the loss of Brad and my mom here all the time and having this person on my couch all the time. And it's just, I gave in. But at the same time, I realized for the first time in my life, I need help coping. So I tried to find a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a counselor that would deal with my insurance, but I have a Medi-Cal product. I have Health Plan of San Joaquin, which is a managed Medi-Cal product. And very few doctors in the area, even though it's an Obamacare thing, they don't really accept it. I only have my doctors because I was established prior to switching insurances, and so they have to see me because of it's a contract thing. They have to accept me. If I was new and never been there, no, which means I can't see the psychiatrist in our group. My employer offers an employee assistance program. You get 5 sessions per calendar year, and they located a therapist here in the area. I'm going actually tonight for my first session. We spoke yesterday on the phone, and she doesn't take insurance anyway. It doesn't matter what it is. She has opted to do a sliding fee instead of dealing with the pain in the ass that is insurance. And I guess I can understand. But I really do need that help. I don't want an antidepressant, although I know I am depressed. I've been here so many times. I know. I don't want an antidepressant. 1, the absorption issue is going to be a problem. But 2, the last time I was on an antidepressant, I think it was Celexa, it gave me the worst sexual side effects ever. Anorgasmia is a thing, and it is worse than the depression. And so I won't deal with that again. I will not. I just won't do it. So I'm not sure what we're going to do unless it's going to be all talk therapy or what. She said that she did want to see me for more than those 5 sessions, so I'm not sure what we're doing there. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm just trying to cope. I'm having a lot of problems with surgery too, like not being able to eat what I want to eat, and not being able to, have potatoes or have pasta, or, I have carbs here and there. I have starches here and there, even though I'm really not supposed to. It is impossible for me not to eat them, because it hurts my brain not to eat them. Yes, Suki? There's my dog. She's upset because I'm not paying any attention to her. Who needs a kid when you got a furry fur baby? Anyway, so that's where we're at. Not much else. I know this is a really, really, really long post, but there's a lot going on. I haven't really talked about it. I haven't really posted anything. I thought I could manage. I thought I was managing, and then it just kicked me in the ass. So anyway, I'll let you know where we're at, how we're doing. I'm halfway there, so I probably only have another 4 or 5 months left to do this before I can add starches back in. Probably only 2.5 before I can add starches back in. But yeah, that's where we're at. So anyway, have a good day, and thanks for listening. Bye.